Today we'll be doing a glute-focused routine. Let's get started. We're moving into jumping jacks. Standing centered on your mat, hop your legs out, bring your arms up, and then back in center, repeating for 30 seconds. Your option, if you can't jump, is to alternate stepping the leg out side to side. All right, and time's up. Back to center. We're moving into a lateral lunge shift. Standing with your feet wider than shoulder width apart, feet flat, toes forward. From here, shifting your weight off to one side, extending and bending into the side you're going to. Stay low, and we're going to shift to the other side, repeating this movement for 45 seconds. So try to think about the level your head's at and keeping that even as you're going side to side. Weights on your heels, so hips are pressed back, chest is up tall, tension between your shoulder blades. So you should feel it opening up into the groin and the hamstrings as you push those hips back. And try to focus on your range of motion as we go through more movements. All right, time's up. Come back to center and relax. We're moving into alternating forward lunges with the dumbbells. Standing on one side of your mat. From here, roll your shoulders down and back. Take a generous step forward, slight lean or hinge of the torso, driving your weight straight down. You're going to have that knee stacked over top of the toes. You should still be able to see the very tip of your shoe. From here, pressing straight through that heel to stand back up, and we're going to repeat on the other side, alternating for 45 seconds. Keep tension between your shoulder blades, chest is up nice and tall, and think about pushing down through that front heel to stand back up at the top. And that back knee will come to just hover above the mat. All right, time's up. Come back to center. We're moving into standing fire hydrants. So centered on your mat, hands wherever works best for you for balance. You're going to bend one knee at 90, toes flexed to the shin. From here, opening that leg up, squeezing the side of the glute, slight pause, and bring it back. We're repeating this movement for 30 seconds. So really focus on squeezing the side of the glute. We're focusing on the glute medius. You might also feel a little bit into that bottom hip from your stabilizers working, just to hold you with balance. All right, time's up on that side. Go ahead and switch. 30 seconds. All right, and time's up. Back to center. We're moving into a pulsing lateral walk. Standing on one side of your mat, feet are shoulder width apart, feet are flat, hips drive back, squat down, slight stand up, still with a bit of a bend, step the leg out, Repeat the squat, come back up slightly, and then follow with the other legs. We're just alternating, stepping, so we're slowly moving to the other side of the mat for 45 seconds. When you reach the end of your mat, you're going to go back the other way, keeping your chest up nice and tall. So you should be feeling this into your quads, also the glutes driving those knees out. Focus on your foot placement, watching that your legs never come any closer than shoulder width apart. And then really watch those knees, that they stay pressed out. All right, and time's up. Back to center. We're moving into supine abductions with a miniband. So grabbing that band, seated position on your mat, you're going to loop it around your legs and you want it placed just above the knee. So once we're into position, take a lay down. Upper body is relaxed, knees are 90, toes are flexed to the shin. You're going to start with some tension on the miniband, then open or press your legs out to the sides, increasing the tension, bringing it back to a light tension. Repeating that movement for 45 seconds. I want you to press your back down into the mat, engaging the core, and then we're just focusing on the outer part of the legs and the glutes by pressing out against the miniband. All right, time's up. Go ahead and sit up, take off your band, and relax back onto your mat. We're moving into prone flutter kicks. Coming onto your belly on the mat, stacking your forearms, head is relaxed down. Feet are relaxed. You're going to lift, keeping them both above the ground and alternating for 30 seconds. So we're really targeting into the glutes by holding those legs up and alternating one high and one low. All right, time's up. Relax your legs and come back to a seated position on your mat. We're moving into frog pumps. You'll be lying on your mat. Upper body is relaxed, hands to the sides, bringing the soles of your feet together and letting your knees fall out wide. You want to bring your feet fairly close to your body and go to full extension of the legs so they're completely relaxed. Then you want to bring it up just slightly. Holding that position, you're going to press your feet down, drive your hips up, squeeze your glutes, pause, and then release back down. Repeating this movement for 45 seconds. Option on this one, if anything feels uncomfortable, you can just go to a regular glute bridge. Focus on tucking your hips under when you drive your hips up to really get that glute engagement. All right, time's up. Relax back at center on your mat. We're moving into a bodyweight hamstring curl. Coming onto your belly on your mat, you can stack your arms or forearms to make it more comfortable and relax your head down. From here, you're going to take one leg and place the ankle over top of the other, letting the weight of that top leg be the work as you bring that bottom one heel towards your butt, engaging the hamstring, and then slowly release back down. We're repeating this movement for 45 seconds. If just the weight of your leg is enough, you can keep it as so, or you can take that top leg and actually push it into the bottom one to increase the resistance on the hamstring. All right, time's up. Go ahead and switch sides. 45 seconds. All right, and time's up. Release the legs and come back to a seated position on your mat. Nice work today. Let's get into our cool down. We're moving into a calf stretch. So coming into position, you'll be kneeling on your mat, then placing one foot flat, drawing it in nice and close to your body, wrapping your arms around each other and around that leg. Rounding your spine, let your chin drop to your chest, and then slowly letting your weight fall forward, trying to keep that foot as flat as you can to feel a stretch into the calf and Achilles of that leg. We are holding for 45 seconds. All right, time's up on that side. Go ahead and switch. Foot is planted, draw it in nice and close, hug it in, and hold for 45 seconds. All right, time's up. Release out of the stretch and relax on your mat. We're going to stretch out the glutes with a dynamic seated 4. So sitting nice and tall on your mat, hands in behind for support. You're going to bring one ankle to the knee, flexing the toes to the shin. From here, pressing that knee away from your body, and we're going to gently rock side to side for 45 seconds. So keeping the chest up nice and tall, feeling a stretch in the glute of that bent leg. Again, if you come to a spot that feels quite tight, feel free to hang out for a few seconds before you move on. All right, time's up on that side. Go ahead and switch. Toes flexed up, knee pressed out, and rocking side to side for 45 seconds. All right, and time's up. Release your foot and come back to center. This concludes your 2-week burner program. Feel free to revisit these routines at any time.